Hi, I want to give some commentary on some of the recipes that I have made videos for. So the one I'm going to start with is the simple pasta sauce recipe. And I'm going to start with oregano. And I'm getting the information from this book, The Encyclopedia of Healing Foods by Michael Murray. Um, and so it says oregano also I'm reading another paragraph that already talked about a lot about it, but I think this would be more important for us, those who are um, wanting to eat better and understand the health, why something is healthy for us. So it says oregano also has tremendous antioxidant activity. In one analysis conducted by the US Department of Agriculture, oregano scored the highest in antioxidant activity of any herb or food tested, ranking even higher in antioxidant activity than fruits and vegetables known to be high in antioxidants. Oregano had 42 times as much antioxidant activity as apples, 30 times more antioxidant activity as potatoes, and 12 times as much antioxidant activity as oranges, and 4 times as much as blueberries. 4 times as much as blueberries. And we know that those are high in antioxidants. So, wow, go oregano. The active component was rosmarinic acid, which, as its name suggests, is also found in rosemary as well as other mints. So those of you who don't really use a lot of spices in your food, you know, they really add a lot to nutritional value to the food. So let's try basil. I'm curious. See if I can find basil. Because there weren't really, there weren't really that many ingredients in that recipe. So I figured I'd go with that one first, just to get an idea. Basil, 468. 468. Okay, so basil goes through the history, what it is, what it's known for, health benefits. Okay. The family, we don't need that. Okay, so this is interesting. So it can be used as a digestive aid, treating headaches. The herb is still used in China for spasms of the intestinal tract, kidney ailments, and poor circulation. That's interesting. The basil oil relaxes the smooth muscle of the intestines and dilates small blood vessels. There's an antibacterial component, which is good. And protects from radiation and free radical damage. That's great. And it has anti-cancer benefits. So, yeah, herbs, sorry, I was saying spices. Herbs are really important. Spices as well. But herbs, yeah, very. Okay, bell pepper. Let's see. Real. Steamed. I'm gonna go with grilled because it was cooked. So let's see, 168. I just want to see this. 168. Okay, so bell pepper. History, nutritional highlights. Okay, so bell peppers are one of the most nutrient dense foods available. Wow. That's quite a statement. Though a 3.5 ounce, 100 gram serving of raw bell peppers provides only 20 calories, most are carbohydrates and fiber, it is a good source of a large number of nutrients, including vitamin C, which I said in the video, beta carotene, vitamin K, which I gotta admit I didn't know that, thiamine, folic acid, and vitamin B6. So it's got some B vitamins. That's great. Bell peppers for energy. Bell peppers are also a very good source of phytochemicals with exceptional antioxidant activity, such as chlorogenic acid, coumaric acid, if I'm pronouncing that right, and zeaxanthin. Red bell peppers have significant higher levels of nutrients than green. Red bell peppers also contain lycopene, a carotene that offers protection against cancer and heart disease. Okay. Bell peppers exert a protective effect against cataracts, possibly due to their vitamin C and beta carotene content. Okay, that's good to know. However, like other nutrient-dense vegetables, they contain many different powerful phytochemicals. In one study, Italian researchers compared the pre-surgery diets of 207 hospital patients who had cataracts removed with 706 patients who did not have to have the operation. Consumption of bell peppers was associated with a reduced risk of cataract surgery. Isn't that amazing? Bell peppers also contain substances including capsaicin, flavonoids, and vitamin C, which have been shown to prevent blood clot formation. Okay, that's good for us to know. And reduce the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Although not as rich in the compounds as chili peppers, so chili peppers are good. Nonetheless, bell pepper consumption should be promoted for individuals with elevated cholesterol levels. Okay, so those of you who have cholesterol issues or elevated cholesterol, add bell peppers to your list of things that are good to eat. For more information on chili peppers, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now let's go to tomatoes or tomato sauce. Let's see where that is. Because I want to know tomato sauce. Tomatoes, tomato juice, tomato sauces. 502, 659. Let's go to 502, see what's there. Pepper. What did I say? 569? 659. 659. These are mushrooms. That's weird. Let's go back to 502. Parsley. I don't see it here. Maybe they just mentioned the word. Let's go to tomatoes then. Let's go to tomatoes. Let's see, 240. 240. Okay. Um, Tomatoes, health benefits. Let's look at the nutritional highlights first. The tomato is a low-calorie food packed with nutrition, especially when fully ripe. For example, red tomatoes have up to 4 times the amount of beta carotene as green tomatoes. Tomatoes are an excellent source of vitamin C, carotenes, especially lycopene, biotin, and vitamin K. Okay, that's great news. They are also a very good source of vitamin B6, like the B vitamins. This is great. Pantothenic acid, niacin, folic acid, and dietary fiber. A 3.5 ounce, 100-gram serving of cooked tomatoes provides 32 calories with 2 grams of fiber, 2.0. Health benefits. Okay, the health promoting ability of tomatoes has received a lot of attention recently because of lycopene. Yes. Okay, the red carotene has been shown to be extremely protective against breast, colon, lung, skin, and prostate cancer. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Okay. This red carotene has been shown to be extremely protective against, ready, breast, colon, lung, skin, and prostate cancers. Okay. It has also been shown to lower the risk of heart disease, cataracts, and macular degeneration. You know, we've been eating a lot of processed food for a long time, especially in this country here in the US. And it can deplete your minerals, your vitamins, and you know, you're just not getting this level of nutrition. It's actually depleting you. So those of you who are interested in getting back in the kitchen and making some simple meals, you know, carving out like, you know, with this, you don't even, you know, the prep time isn't really that long. I'll have to like really go in and time myself when I'm doing it, but it wouldn't take more than maybe we're chopping up the pepper, you know, maybe 10 minutes, a couple minutes to chop it up, maybe 3 minutes to chop it, and then maybe 10 minutes to saute, and then you're dumping the sauce in, but you can walk away after that for an hour and a half, 2 hours. So it's not that hard, you know, it's not going to be that difficult, because I used to be that person who was like, oh, you know, I'll just TV dinner, you know, and be done with it. But over time, you're going to feel that difference. And, you know, it's just important to eat healthy. In one of the more detailed studies, Harvard researchers discovered that men who consume the highest levels of lycopene, 6.5 milligrams per day, in their diet showed a 21% decreased risk of prostate cancer compared to those eating the lowest levels. Men who ate 2 or more servings of tomato sauce each week were 23% less likely to develop prostate cancer during the 22 years of the study than men who ate less than 1 serving of tomato sauce each month. In another study, lycopene supplementation, 15 milligrams per day, given to patients with existing prostate cancer, was shown to slow tumor growth, shrink the tumor, and lower the level of PSA, prostate specific antigen, a marker of cancer activity, by 18%. I think this is really important. The amount of lycopene in tomatoes can vary significantly depending upon the type of tomato and how ripe it is. In the reddest strains, lycopene concentration is close to 50 milligrams per kilogram, compared with only 5 milligrams per kilogram in the yellow strains. Huh. Lycopene appears to be relatively stable during cooking and food processing. In fact, you actually get up to 5 times as much lycopene from tomato paste or juice as you do from raw tomatoes, because processing liberates more lycopene from the plant cells. Eating a lycopene source with oil, such as olive oil, which we're doing in this recipe, can also improve its absorption. That's one reason why a Mediterranean diet has so many healthful properties. Okay, so let's look up I think we talked about just about everything except the bay leaf. So let's check that out. This is interesting stuff. Um, I don't know if it's here. I don't see it here. I'll have to look that up and get back to you because it's not in here. All right. Well, today we covered a lot of ground with the simple pasta sauce recipe. So yeah, so that was eye-opening for me as well. So yeah, and also when this isn't in there, but when you eat something with something else. So we're having tomato sauce with the bell pepper, with the oregano, there's a synergistic effect too. So for example, like if you just ate a bell pepper on its own, I don't know why you would ever want to do that, but let's just say for the sake of explaining this, that's what you did. You would get X amount of nutritional value out of that. But if you ate the bell pepper with something else and then with something else again, all of those things interact with each other, and they can have what's the word I'm looking for? Like a multiplying effect. So it may, having the bell pepper with the tomato sauce may increase that bell pepper's nutritional capacity. It increases the amount of nutrition that the bell pepper already has in it. So because they're acting synergistically together. So that's something else too. So those of you who are kind of teeter-tottering on like, well, I kind of want to start cooking at home, but I'm not really sure if it's worth it. Give it a try. Do it for like a week. See, try some of these recipes. I know some of them have a lot of ingredients, so I'll try to make more simple ones, but give it a try just for a week, and see if you don't feel better. And let me know. Like, I'd love to know. Put it in the comments. Yeah, because it's just really important. And I'll do some more commentaries on these recipes as we go along. And I have to write some things about that recipe too. I didn't add everything to the video. So let me do that now. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Have a great day. Bye-bye. And take care of your health.